So, how's about them Devil's Roar shenanigans, eh? First we got ancient spirits rising from beyond the grave to wreak their horrible vengeance. And now it seems Molten Sands were the staging point of some manner of arcane ritual in times past. You know, it'd be getting harder each day to shake the feeling that this pirate's life business just be getting a touch too complicated. But suppose I can't complain. Not when there yet be profits to be made off it all. Rumour is the trade companies be offering top coin for some artefact at Molten Sands. For them's what be willing to put in a touch of effort towards its retrieval of cars. A wee bit of emissary work to keep me honest, leading to a massive payout. Sounds simple enough for the likes of me. All I had to do were prove myself up to task, and riches abound be mine for the taking. One uneventful Ashen Lord raid and Seafort assault later, thanks to the current leniency towards emissary work requirements, and I hit a whopping grade 5, ready to take on me job from the gold hoarders, so's I could retrieve that wee glowing ball they wanted so badly. Though it turns out there was something else they were needing me to take care of first. See, they want the ball, but the ball needs a key, which of course they don't have, because why would they? No, the key lies in the hands of another of them ghastly purple poltergeists. Which be precisely why I found myself skulking about on Crook's Hollow, looking for a grave to rob. I found the spirit's tomb and had my skeletal minion ready with a keg for the fight. I felt proper prepared, aye. But what I weren't prepared for was for the guard's voice to be quite so pretty.
You have lit the fires and summoned death.
Might I say, madame, that armor is rather fetching and... Oh, yeah, okay. Just like everyone else, got it. With, diplomacy off the table, I were left with naught but the standard option for getting that key off her. That is to say, stab, slice, shoot, explode, try not to die in the process. And mark me, that weren't quite so easy of a goal as ye may figure. She were nasty with them darts, I tells ye.
The insidious blower will end your days.
You can blow my insidious pipe, you daft purple bitch! Needless to say, you can always count on your captain to keep a level head in these situations. It took some time, some effort, another death or two, and another bone boy pulled from his dirt nap. But in the end, I were able to send this dead lass walking back to where she came from. And recover that what I disturbed her for in the first place. The key to Molten Sands Fortress. Now, would you believe me if I were to say that were the easy part? It'd be one thing to obtain the key, aye, but quite something else to transport it when sea and sailors alike be trying to stop me from getting to where I means to go. Lucky me, I be a master of maneuvering. Oh shit. Like threading a needle. As you can no doubt figure, the masterful sailing were enough to shake me pursuer, leaving me free to approach Molten Sands Fortress. Key in hand, I made my way up to the fort. Then back down when I realised that weren't where I were meant to be. Oh, aye, yeah, much better. I lit the flames and laid the key to rest there in the centre, triggering the fort to start calling its undead defenders under the banner of an enormous skull in the sky. And promptly I got put into such a bad position by geysers that I died for it. I sure do love fighting in the Devil's Roar. Sure hope I get to do a lot of it with foes who just refuse to die for some reason. Ah, speak of the devil. Ahoy there, two-faced scoundrel, you wretched cur. Ain't it a bit early to be throwing out the skeleton lords? Maybe so, but hey, if this be the worst of it so far as the defense goes, I ain't one to complain for a chance to put this old bone bag back into the dirt. I'm sure any of ye would have crossed steel with a skeleton lord afore can figure how abouts this went. Lots of summoning skellies, scampering away through the dirt, slam attacks with somewhat dodgy range would hit you from just a touch too far away. You know, the usual fare. In the end, though, all it took were some good old-fashioned shivving to send this scoundrel back to hell where he belongs. Hopefully the rest of the fort's vanguard be a little softer than... Oh. Hello, Duchess. Alright, I see how this be going. Come here, lass, let me tickle them ribs of yours till they crack. You know, I'd argue it'd be poor sportsmanship to send a whole lot of skeleton lords to the same place. And I know we ain't seen the last yet, but come on, we all know that's what's gonna happen. As soon as the Duchess is gone, let's not pretend. That freak, the mutinous helmsman's gonna skitter out of the dark like usual. I'm gonna be so shocked for all of 3 seconds, and then I'll kill him like the rest. Oh my god, the mutinous helmsman! Who could have predicted, you see? See what I mean? I'm mostly illiterate and I still read that like a book. Oh, and to be clear, when I were complaining afar about the dodgy slam attacks, I weren't just whinging for the sake of it. Look at this. You look at this. And tell me what in the hell were even that. I mean, maybe I were close enough for the shockwave, but in the air? Jumping? You hit me when I'm jumping? I'm just a little guy and I'm jumping? And you hit me? You hit a little guy when he's jumping? What was I talking about again? Right, mutinous helmsman. Freaky bastard. Sorry, I trailed off there a moment. Ain't really a way to make 3 skeleton lords in a row interesting, no matter how I frame it, savvy. So, the mind tends to wander. Oh, so do we time out, or... It be as though the gods themselves heard my very soul crying out in boredom, and chose to respond by inconveniencing me on top of it all. Granted, it looks intense, but really it's still the same fight, except I'm hoping the rock falls on the bad guy and not me both. See this? You might not like it, but this be peak pirating performance. Thrilling combat scenarios in the Devil's Roar. God, no wonder Molten Sands ne'er gets used for nothing. It's a piece of shit. With the eruption finished, I made sail back and hopped ashore to finish the fight against this third and final Bone Lord. Thankful that, without a doubt, this be the last of the fort's defences, and once he was gone I could retrieve the treasure and... Oh... Damn it! You know, I'd be more upset if I were wrong than I am that I have to fight these undead cats. Far as final waves go, this ain't nothing. I mean, imagine if after all of that, I still had to go toe-to-toe with, say, an Ashen Lord. I mean, that would just be... Oh, fuck my life. Aye, that's right. As if 3 bog standard skeleton lords ain't enough. we got a spicy bastard thrown into the mix to cap us off. I mean, say what you will, but this just be excessive, don't you think? Ah, well, you know the drill. Stab, poke, burn, die, come back. Repeat until the problem ceases to be a problem. By this point, I just wanted the whole matter settled. I wanted to give the gold hoarders their damn ball, and I wanted to drink the taverns out of business. So I made what some might consider a controversial decision. Save for the orb and the chest of fortune, I chose to leave the treasure where it lay rather than even think about ferrying every single individual piece out by hand, all by myself. I've better things to die from than old age, savvy. Me only hope be that some swabby stumbles across all of that loot sitting at the bottom of that absolute chasm, thinking that they're having the best day of their life, only to be promptly sunk by another crew that lets all the gold sink to the bottom. That, and only that, would put a smile on this old salt's face. I'm not bitter about me choices. You're bitter! Ah, whatever. I got the two most valuable pieces all the same. That be the part what's important. And now with that done, I wouldn't have to worry about doing it any... Oh, fuck off. Well, seems I've still got some work to do. That be all I've got for you this time, mateys. If ye enjoyed the story, make sure you subscribe to me crew ledger and ring the little ship's bell so you ne'er miss a tale. Wind in your sails, me hearties, until we should meet again.